Hello and welcome to the Bibbledy Hibbledy Pod thing. Hello readers, thanks for listening. Hope you're enjoying our funny little show. Thanks very much those of you who left a review for us on Spotify recently. It's much appreciated. We love reviews. They do nice things for us in ways that we can't fully explain. It's always lovely to hear from you on social media. We've had a couple of great emails recently. You can always email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com. That's it. I've got no other news or information, so let us push on with episode 182 of the Bibbledy Hibbledy Pod thing, Paintbox. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I am here in the command pod with the usual
suspects
crowd.
Well,
I'm afraid that in the intervening period since last time, I've not been able to fix the turn order, so we're still using letters instead of numbers that I still don't understand. Gathered around our little table of D&D from Care Paravel in the land of Narnia, we've got Dan gazing at me with his 8 eyes. We have Lucas. We have Hot Viking Graham.
It's the new one.
I mean, it is,
scary.
He's a hot Viking. There's no getting around it.
Yeah.
In his specially adapted high chair, we have the master of narcolepsy, Johnny.
Just to point out, this evening I am drinking double filtered sparkling North London tap.
Oh, you're back on the double filtered sparkling.
Back on that. Is it from have you got a soda stream?
Yeah, it's still going.
Our sponsors for this evening.
Dust it off.
Give it a go. As long as you don't do it too much, it doesn't damage your teeth.
Okay.
No.
The pH thing.
Right.
Just try and swallow it without it touching your teeth.
That's what she said.
God.
Well, there we are. Well, thanks for jumping in there, Johnny. That's brilliant.
Well, you always jump in with your beer.
Jumping into my beer. Tonight's beer, Paul.
Yes.
It's a beer called Rivers. It's
right.
a 3.4% session pale.
Yes.
Which is kind of Monday night friendly.
Well,
if you're going to have a couple of beers on a Monday night, it's best to not make them like that Adam's Broadside I drank the other week, which I'm still, to be honest, feeling the effects of.
Mm.
And we have Paul. Sorry, been around the
That's
table
fine.
and say we've also got Paul with Scaly's appointment with Destiny.
Well, let's just say I've got a scary amount of drink around me, which is fine.
What have you got?
Well, I've got beer and Moretti, followed by port, followed by 2 taps of whiskey. Just,
On a Monday night?
What, just sort of racked up for this evening?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Monday night.
Well, I thought you had to be up at like 5 a.m. to go and buy some kind of, what you call cheese. I had some of the cheese, though, that you brought into our grand gathering the other day.
That's very nice.
You brought Graham a wheel of cheese. Nothing could be more appropriate. And Graham basically handed it out to everybody after you'd left because he didn't want it. Because
I did. No, absolutely. Sarah cut it with a blunt fork, and I ended up with like a squash ball.
Well, that was only because she slipped. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Mine was very nice, Paul, but I would say, if I had to summarize its flavour in a word, cupboardy.
Cupboardy?
It's a very cupboardy cheddar.
I can't. Oh, it's a cheddar. Yes, okay, I know which one you mean.
Well, of course it's a cheddar, Paul.
Of course it's a cheddar.
That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Right, let's stop trying to distract me. This is a disintegrate spell. You're going to save, and it's going to be fine.
You're dead.
Fuck! But if you don't save,
it's not going to be fine.
It's the end of Scaly. How many hit points have you got left? Maybe you've got enough hit points.
No, I've got
45. 45.
Oh, that might be enough.
You regenerating?
Dan, I don't have
What do
it.
you mean?
I don't have the regeneration because the regeneration was back when we were fighting. What's his name with the belt? Krathanos. Not.
He should turn up, shouldn't he?
Not this, unless it lasts for days. Yeah, it was.
Does that mean I still have the 7th level spell?
Well, I don't recall you casting that on me in this encounter. I remember you casting it on me with Krathanos.
And whether it's 43 or 45, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's see what happens if you save. If you fail, I don't know how familiar you are with the spell.
Yeah.
You take 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
Yeah, so I'm dead anyway.
If that takes you to 0 hit points, you are disintegrated.
Yes.
So even if you save, you're disintegrated?
No, if you save, you're fine. If you save, you're golden. It's binary. It's yes or no.
What's the save?
It's
is it
Scaly
dex?
or no Scaly?
Dex.
It's a DC 18 dexterity save. So you've got all sorts of chances of making this. And I personally am very confident, but I just think we need the stakes out there.
I think you should warm the dice up first.
So that we have something to eat.
You think I should warm the dice up?
Warm the dice up. Yeah, I would.
I don't know.
But there's no death saving throws. There's no
Get
nothing. You are
get
a
few
pile
bad
of
dice
dust.
rolls out.
We've not had this before.
Save or die.
Okay, so I have an alt dice.
We've had save or drop to 0 hit points, but we haven't had save or be
Disintegrate.
turned into perma-dust. Yeah, nobody's had to bring out the dustpan and brush yet.
And my cloak of displacement won't do anything, will it?
It won't.
No. So it's plus.
We keep forgetting. The cloak of displacement, frankly, we've forgotten.
No. Do you know what?
When was the last time that we'd forgot that
I
we
haven't.
remembered it?
I just haven't been in a position to really use it because it's always been.
Okay.
Honestly,
That says a lot.
it's been sitting there. I've been
Will
waiting
the
to
cloak
use
of
it. It's just-
displacement also be disintegrated, or will that survive? It'd get its own save,
Yeah.
surely.
I think it's it for everything.
So how is your dexterity saving throw?
Well, it's going to be +8.
Oh, here we go. A disintegrated creature and everything it is wearing or carrying. Oh,
Except magic.
except magic items.
Marvellous.
Except magic items are reduced to a
That was
pile of
worth asking.
fine grey
Hey.
dust. Now everybody wants you to fail your saving throw.
Never has it been so quick.
Now we're talking. Now we're
to
talking.
change their
Everybody's now everybody's looking up cloak of displacement.
I'm just checking the range of levitate belt.
Johnny's warming up the dice with magic juice roll.
Johnny's ominously
Can we
quiet.
pray for divine intervention on a bad dice roll?
What,
we'll
to make
try
sure
that.
that it's bad.
Right. Okay.
Let's make a dice roll.
Let's do it.
Let's make
Yeah.
a dice roll.
Right.
Is there any reason why you're not just rolling a? You're just rolling a dice and you're adding a dexterity save modifier. Is there anything else clever going on?
Nothing else clever. It's +2 because I've got the haste spell running, and I've got an alt dice available to me.
Your dexterity save modifier must be like +9 or +10 or something.
My dexterity save is +8.
So you need a 10.
We get 16.
I make
so it's
22.
fine.
You're fine.
Phew.
You live, Scaly. The green beam still is playing around your scaly form.
My much reduced testicles.
Now, this creature, you get the sense that that was a sort of, as it
Toying
were, ancillary thing.
with us.
It's going to attack somebody with its melee attacks. 1 to 3 Buggy, 4 to 6 Parker. Getting a 1. It is Uncle Buggy.
I'm going to do a,
Hello, Wrath of Storm.
Wrath of Storm, yeah.
So let's do that first attack.
Have I got +2 on my armor because of the haste? I can't remember.
Yes,
Yes,
+2
you
on
do.
arm class. Yes.
Okay.
Is it blinded,
Yes.
by the way?
That may not be relevant.
Okay.
We're going to start with the tail. Hitting armor class 28.
Yep, that's a hit. So I'm doing my Wrath of Storm. Can you do a DC 15 or take, I'm maxing it out, 16 points of lightning damage.
That's going to be a fail. Oof. It's bit by bit, but it's looking increasingly unwell. Take the following bludgeoning damage. As you're struck by the tail, you take half of 39 points of bludgeoning damage. 19
Okay.
points. Yep.
Yep.
Then it attacks you with its claw. 28. Yep.
Yeah.
28. Okay, no.
21 points of piercing damage, so 10 on you.
Yeah.
And then finally, its giant maw snaps down at you. It's on class 28 again. Does another 31 piercing damage, so another 15 piercing damage. And can you give me a DC 18 dexterity save, please?
What's it against? Any being swallowed?
Yeah.
Can I just check my spell? Because I've got a spell running. Freedom of movement. Targets unaffected by difficult terrain spell. Other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or a creature that has it grappled.
I don't think this is going to help, I'm afraid. Well,
No.
you'll probably make the save.
Rolling at +4, I'm rolling at advantage. 20.
You're fine. It fails to swallow you whole.
Hey.
And on D, it is burpledy-herpledy-hup.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the one in front of me.
If you let.
DC
Sure.
17 Wisdom save.
Getting a
Fuck's sake.
19 though. Saving. Does it take half damage or something?
Yeah, that's just really disappointing. I was kind of banking on that,
Sorry.
but it takes it takes 8 points of damage.
Okay, it looks,
And is that considered an attack? Can I use my mobile to move
No.
away? No. Well, That, I guess, is all I can do. Disappointing.
You're not moving?
No.
Done. It's the Bulette. Yellow Bulette first. Attacks Burple. Oh, rolling a natural 20. Which is going to be a hit, and might as well roll to see if it's a critical.
Already is a critical.
Well, you know what I mean. It draws a card. Hitting armor class 20.
Is a miss.
Hello, miss.
Hello, miss.
Okay, so it's rolling double damage. So it's going to do 12d12 plus 6. Wow, 78
78.
points
Fucking
of
hell.
piercing damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Whoa.
Okay, that is really, really nasty. That's Bulette 1. Bulette 2, I think it's running up into the cave towards Parker and Scaly. It can't get to you.
Okay.
On S, it's Parker. Parker.
Right.
You can't keep concentrating on a spell now you're down, right, Burple? So it's no longer dancing. So you're no longer at advantage, Parker.
There.
Unless it's blinded.
The blindness is not having an effect on it.
It's worth a try.
Okay.
It was worth a try.
Well, I'm just going to do a round of bashing it. 16.
Is a miss, I'm afraid.
Hitting armor class.
Oh dear, it's a
Oh,
1.
it's a 1.
No, that ends your attacks.
Hold on.
Now, would you like to
Can
gamble?
use my luck.
How many do you get a day?
3.
This must be the last one then, I'm thinking.
Yes, it is. So I use my luck and I just
Yeah.
reroll.
Getting a 6. Hitting armor class
That's 17.
is a miss,
Oh, God's sake.
I'm afraid.
Okay, then the unarmed strikes.
Oh
my
dear.
God, Lucas, what's happening?
I don't know.
So 16 is a miss. That's very quiet evening around the table, readers.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. I mean,
What a waste of
it's
time.
just what an
Well, no,
absolute car
Rolled a,
crash.
what was it? Did
of
you
a
just roll a
turn.
2?
Yeah. You rolled a 6.
A 1, a 6, and a 2.
8, and a 2.
Unlucky.
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 That was not.
Tell me about the Boromir rule.
The Boromir rule, I think we're not saying that you can concentrate on spells. You can't cast spells, attack, or make skill checks. You can only crawl, and I think you can use interact with an object.
Can you use actions? Can you take an action?
No. Depends what you mean. To drink a potion?
No.
Yes.
To use a racial trait.
I don't think you can, no. You can crawl and you can switch off the nuclear detonator. That's the kind of rationale of it.
That's very Tolkien-esque, actually.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a very restricted list of things that you can do, but hey, it's borrowed from Top Secret.
So where is
you know.
where is the nuclear detonator in this cave?
Nuclear detonator, unfortunately, in this instance, it's not within crawling
Okay.
range. I don't think you can kind of trigger a power or anything magical or anything clever like that. No, you see, you've distracted me now. I can't remember what I was. Oh, I was laughing at Lucas. Okay, Lucas. Well, there we go. On S, it's Scaly O'Toole.
Right. Scaly's going to move around to the front of the creature, so we don't have 2 characters on per side. He's going to then do 2 attacks.
That little green beam follows you round, Scaly.
Of course it
Locked
does.
on.
Of course it does. First attack. Hitting on plus 19.
Is a miss, I'm afraid.
Second attack. Come
It's low
on.
energy at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, my God.
Come on. Natural 20.
This is more like it.
Let's
Right.
confirm it. Oh. Or not.
Oh.
So it's, what do I get for a natural 20 which is unconfirmed? Is it just...
You double dice. Double dice. Do you roll double precision
I think
damage?
you roll
Anybody?
everything except your bonus. So if he's doing
Including divine smite damage.
Yeah, I think
All
so.
dice
I think
damage,
doubled.
isn't
Yeah.
I can't
Once
remember which
again.
game we're
all,
playing.
it's all
Once
it's
No,
all
it's all dice damage. It's all
dice damage.
Like sneak
Is it?
attack, you double it.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
You're to roll extra dice for the attack's damage. Roll all of the attack's damage dice twice and add them together. There we go.
It's pretty clear.
All right, so everything twice.
Yeah, if the attack involves other damage dice, such as from the rogue sneak attack feature, you roll those dice twice as well.
Okay,
So,
I'll roll it twice.
let's go. Let's do it.
That 24 plus.
Gracious.
Oh, not so good. 11,
24 plus 11 is 35.
5, and then I
have you got a
have.
fixed modifier to add on to that?
That's including the modifier. So,
Oh, well, you don't do that twice.
so take off 5,
30, yes. Then you've got the Divine Smite dice.
which is going to be
which now you're
8d8.
going to now.
Of course I am.
Yeah. So you're throwing in that third level. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So 8d8. 47 points of
Good roll.
damage.
Fucking hell. That is a good roll.
It's a very good roll.
Very good roll.
47 is way over average.
Yes.
That is 77 points of damage. It reels from that attack, Scaly. Staggers. You even get the sense that the sickly green beam flickers a little and then restores itself. Are you moving? No, you have moved.
I've moved. I'm just checking one little thing. Is if I... Oh, no, it doesn't work here, does it? Fuck! Don't matter. I was going to look up Misty Steps if it was a bonus action. But
It is.
It is, but it just
But
doesn't
it doesn't work here.
But you can use it if you like.
No, thank you. If it doesn't work.
On S, it's Sessions.
Right. So,
So, Sessions.
what Sessions would really like to do is fire another beam at the big creature and get the kill. But it's not going to happen, is it?
Why not?
Because the other thing I can do is bring you back.
I'm making death saves, so unless it attacks me, I have a round.
Do you want me to wait around?
Not particularly.
It might,
Okay. Well,
it
then,
might feed on you.
Yeah, mine.
an object lesson. People not
Non-intelligent
saying what they
creature.
really mean. Right, okay.
No, I just I just realised what I said.
Yeah.
He thought, for form's sake, I feel I ought to say that I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah,
You know,
don't
no,
worry
fine,
about
I'm
me.
fine,
Go on without
fine.
me.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm all right. No, I'm fine. It's like, are you sure you're all right? No, I'm not all right. I'm really not.
Do you still have spells, Dan?
Yeah. I'm confused as what's happened to my 6th level regenerate spell, but
Not as confused as I am.
Yeah.
I remember it being cast back in the mists of time.
I could have sworn it was here.
I don't think it was as long ago as the as Crathanos.
Okay,
Really?
anyhow.
I mean, I think you did cast it. Yeah. I think you've cast it in this combat bonds.
That's what I thought.
I just can't remember who you
I
cast
could
it
be
on.
wrong.
I thought I cast it on Paul.
Or at least on Paul's
Okay.
character.
I will summon up the power
Although,
of...
to be honest, best use would probably be to cast it on Paul.
Thank you.
Grow him a new hip, a new spleen, and a new...
Diode.
Right, I'm going to summon the power of misfortune and burn a spell and heal Dan.
Right.
So I cast heal on Dan.
Whoa.
Ooh. Get you. You grown-up spells.
Grown up spells. So you have 90 hit points.
Nice. Is that a ranged healing?
60-foot range.
I should basically take that.
Oh, 60 foot.
60-foot
see
cast
you
at 8th level. That's 90 hit points back.
Wow. Is that it for you, Sesh?
Yes. I'll keep
On.
hovering off the edge of the cliff, though.
Yeah, off the edge of the total ledge. On L. I quite like the letters. It's Uncle Buggy. Uncle Buggy.
Right. Sink my axe into its
You're going to get the kill.
first one. Reckless attack again.
Oh.
It's 25.
Yep. 25
I'll
is
see
a
if it's
hit.
critical. The other roll, no. Okay, the damage is 22 points of damage. The second bash, also reckless attack.
Yeah, it sort of starts doing this
26.
kind of... It's swaying.
Goodbye, laddie.
How much damage?
26, see if it's a critical. No, but that's a hit. The next one
Yeah,
does
here we go.
15 points of damage.
15
Then the last
points of
bash.
damage. Yes.
90, 30, see if it's a critical. No, I
You
do.
sink
20.
the axe of the Grey Woodsman into its horny carapace. Blood gushes over you. Deluges over you.
Yes. Extra experience for killing the
force of
baddie.
the blood
No.
rushing from its carapace
Showing everybody how to do it properly.
is such as to knock you over. It slumps to the floor.
Crushing you beneath its enormous weight.
You have ended the Thornvale Nightmare and thus
Wow.
completed the third of the 4 tasks of Telanthras.
What happened to the bullets?
They're still there, but you completed the task.
Oh, okay.
I think it says ending the Thornvale Nightmare. Lucas is our record keeper.
Death of the Thornvale Nightmare.
Sorry, death of the... well, anyway, this was the Thornvale Nightmare,
And we've
It's
killed
dead.
it.
so
And it's
you've
dead.
done it.
And the sickly green beam's gone.
The sickly green beam has gone, Scaly.
Thank God for that.
Next it is Burple on D.
Do the bullets run away?
No, the bullets are just bullets. They're just doing their thing.
Okay.
On D, it's Burple.
Yeah.
With one eye on the fact that on D, it's the bullets. And then Parker on S, and then Scaly on S, obviously.
I might.
Just makes sense.
It does actually make sense, this strange system, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do another
Dissonant Whispers. What am I making? A Wisdom save DC?
17.
It fails that save.
Okay, that's more like it. It's not the damage I'm interested in, it's the fact it has to use
It's
its
the running
reaction to
away.
move away.
Yeah.
So 4d6, 18 points of damage.
And it uses its reaction to take a single move action away from you.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, it runs all the way along the ledge. It's almost
Do I
under
get an attack
you.
of opportunity
Sessions.
as it moves away?
You do. Yeah, can't see why not.
With the Sword of Zosial,
Yep, that's
hitting
it.
armor class 29, doing 12, plus I will throw in another 8d6.
Bardic Inspiration or whatever
Bardic
it's called.
Inspiration, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's another 22, so that does 34. The attack of opportunity does 30.
34.
Your 8d6 is a lot more disappointing than
Yeah.
Yeah.
the 8d8 that Paul did.
Well, he
It looks
is generally just
very seriously
more.
last legs, but it is its turn.
Hang on,
He's
I
much
haven't
more
finished.
disappointing,
I haven't
generally.
finished.
Oh, you haven't yeah, okay.
Finished, 'cause I have a move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be far enough.
Oh, damn it. It was going to run back after you. That's really annoying. Okay. Well, the nearest person to it is Scaly. It's going to jump on Scaly. Scaly, can you make a DC 18 either strength or dexterity save, please?
dexterity. This plus 2.
15, which is not enough. You take
No,
the
no, I get-
following...
sorry. I get a
Never get to do...
21.
Okay, you take half as... So boring. You take that plus 33, so you take 32. You take 16 points of damage after your save. And you move yourself 5 feet to a square adjacent to the bullet, please.
Yeah, certainly.
Square of your schwa. During the meanwhile, the purple bullet jumps onto Parker. Oh no, I can't move far enough to jump onto Parker. You can't jump onto Scaly because Scaly's now got the other one in between. It's very annoying. It's going to step up and it's going to smack Parker in the face
There.
with its bite. Here we go. The bite's good. The bite's good. You never know, I might roll a 20 like I did with Burple and just do absolute stacks of dirt. I don't. Hitting armor class
Don't.
19.
Is a miss.
Hello, miss. Well, it only gets one attack.
Hello,
That's that.
miss.
On S, it is Parker. This
Right.
purple bullet
Well,
is nuzzling you. It looks friendly and happy.
Yes, and it's going to
have to
get a
fight
whack
your
with
instinct
my
to
staff of
adopt it.
striking.
Oh, okay. Or
Hitting armor class 21,
yes,
11
yes,
points
yes,
of
yes,
damage.
Your staff of striking knocks its head off in a single fluid motion.
Lovely. Well, then I will continue round to the yellow one
Fuchsia blood sprays all over you.
and
Oh,
hit the
great.
yellow one. Hitting armor class 19,
Yes, that's a hit. Yes,
10 points of
yes.
damage.
Oh, still alive.
Okay, then unarmed strike.
Yeah,
Armor class 25.
yeah, and your unarmed strike.
7
you punch
points
it in
of
the
damage.
face, and it dies.
Lovely.
That's it. Done. You're
Blimey.
standing in a steamy cave of darkness. The deadly hot Steve is billowing around.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't like that
Well.
critical, though.
No need
No.
to mention it, really.
God.
God, nightmare.
Just performing my usual self.
Just what?
Okay, I'm going to
What, you mean waiting till everybody else had buttered it up and then coming in and administering
No,
the
not at
final
all.
blow?
It's the new
Just
normal,
showing
isn't
you
it?
lot how
Now
to
that
do
you've
it.
discovered the reckless attacking.
Well, it
and,
was
you know,
attacking at plus 16, so
Yeah.
the idea of it attacking at advantage doesn't really make any difference. It's going to hit me anyway.
So how much damage did you do on it, Charles?
a lot.
Enough to kill it.
I mean, I did 77.
Yeah, that's not quite how it
Did
works.
77
but-
in a hit.
I was
you
totally
didn't kill it,
useless
did you?
in that combat. Totally useless.
No, I don't think you were totally useless, Dan, because you kept Bulette busy, which was important. It just allowed the two main fighters and the novice cleric to
the altar
In
boy.
sessions. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was a bit
the
of a
altar boy.
backup on that.
go at it.
Can I hack this thing's head off?
Yes, you can.
I'll hack this thing head off, put it in the portable hole as a trophy.
Put it
Fine.
on a very thick tree trunk.
Yeah, it's enormous. The head of this thing is enormous. It's like the size of a mini. But yeah, okay, you can put that in your portable hole.
I want to do a detect magic and search the area. See if
Yeah.
Yes. Lou,
Yes.
lots of searches.
Yeah.
I'm going to reveal the whole cave zone to you, of which there is plenty. There's plenty of cave zone,
Yeah.
plenty for
They're
everyone.
in the cave zone.
I'm looking for sharks.
Here comes the cave zone. There's no more rumbling. Whatever it was that attracted the land sharks, it's not there anymore. You've got two parallel chasms from which emit superheated steve. But your detect magic spell bonds,
Yes.
and you're searching. Should you skirt the areas of
Yeah.
super hot steve,
Yeah.
you discover a cairn of stones in the far recess of the cave, and under
Okay,
that,
don't tell
sort
anyone.
of nestled inside that cairn of stones, is a
Yeah.
collection of objects.
Lovely.
Shall I tell you about the objects you discover?
Yeah, don't
They
tell
detect,
anyone else.
You detect magic.
Don't tell anyone
Okay,
else.
would you want to go into the broom cupboard?
No, we're all
Yeah.
peering over his shoulder.
We'll all go into the broom cupboard.
You don't know what I'm doing. I'm
We're
just,
all going to the-
We're
This
all
point
following
we've
you around. I'm not letting you go
That
by
heal spell
yourself.
that you thought you had on you, Dan.
yeah.
This is the one in which it suddenly just kind of winks out.
You discover
You
that
can
it's
do
a
that.
rental.
You can do that, can you?
Yes.
What was that magical item you snaffled? The manual bodily whatever.
Manual bodily what?
Manual bodily health or something?
Oh, well,
Burple
yeah, that's
snaffled
still
it.
not been.
Anyway, we're all following you around wherever you go.
Okay. Okay, where Burple goes.
Peering over your shoulder.
I'm presuming he therefore spends a lot of time
Mike,
looking
I'm
in
casting
parts of the cave
invisibility
where
on
there's
myself.
nothing.
Do a true sight spell.
What are we doing here? Are we doing?
Yeah, come on.
no.
You know.
What
So,
is it?
come on, tell us what's there.
Okay, I'll tell you what you've got.
Haven't rolled for the belt either, have we?
Haven't rolled for the 8-foot belt.
You haven't rolled for the
Doesn't it
8-foot belt that
shrink?
doesn't do anything.
Can you do
Right.
a reduce, Mike? Graham?
Reduce.
Why would you want to do a reduced mic?
A reduce Mike? Yeah.
No, it's not a bad idea.
I've forgotten where we were. Oh, stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
Yeah, staff.
Stuff.
The units that you discover.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now this is exciting.
Oh, is it?
Well, no.
No, I wouldn't
But-
have thought so. We're quite well off for magic at the moment, so maybe there'll be
Well,
something interesting.
yeah. Okay. So first of all, you find a wooden box. I would say it's about 8 or 9 inches by about 4 inches. You know, remember those boxes that we had to make in
Yeah.
woodwork?
Yeah.
Right. It's about that size with the 2 little flip clasps.
Johnny's was ended up tiny though.
You did.
with
I
the-
kept making mistakes. It got smaller and smaller.
That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Mine was perfectly designed for traveller books.
So you were showing early signs, is what we're saying, Graham.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing. It radiates, I don't know, transmutation, something, I don't know. Or is it
Learman's chest?
evocation? I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, it's a box.
Yeah.
It radiates magic. But it's closed. I'm presuming that you're not opening it.
Yeah.
There are 2 potions.
Mhm.
Would you like me to tell you what they are? Because you can just
Yep.
sniff them
Yes.
or taste them. One is a potion of storm giant strength.
Mm.
Oh,
One is a potion of healing (supreme), which is something to do with Diana Ross, I presume. And finally, there is a scroll of invulnerability. Are you going to hang
well, I
around
think
in
those
the,
potions are best for the primary fighter, the one that slew the
Okay.
monster.
You're all in the back of the cave. From the cave mouth, you hear, "Ah, ah," and the raven is perched on the edge of the total ledge there, just kind of peering into the cave.
It's like a keeping
Don't know if you want to do
score.
anything about that, or if you want to spend your time looking at these units. What do you want to do?
Wooden box.
Yeah.
Wooden box.
Can't we find out what
Identify.
these
You're
things
gonna
do
do.
later and focus on the raven?
What's the raven doing?
It's going.
Actually,
Is the Raven one of the rival?
Yeah.
Or is it the guardians of this domain
I walk up-
watching us
I'm gonna
succeed
think-
in
No.
the quest?
No.
Scaly's going to walk up to the raven. Does it fly away?
It tilts its head in that corvid way,
And I
Where
go,
is it?
regards you.
I light up a cigar and I go, hello.
It changes form.
Hmm.
Transforms itself into a tiefling wearing loose ninja style black clothing.
Mm-hmm.
It has one green and one grey
Ugh.
eye.
Of course. Hello, brother.
Everybody has that now. It's so passé.
It's sitting cross-legged on the ledge, looking up at you. It seems perfectly calm. In fact, it sort of picks at a tooth with the tip of its little finger. That very sharp incisor. It says, "Hello, brother."
Offer him a cigar.
He starts making this kind of pantomime count on his hand. He's like, "What thing? What's it? That's dead. I think we're about even. I'm wondering whether or not we ought to have a bit of a discussion about options. Well, I'll be here if you need me." Back into a raven. It sort of fluppers up and sort of flupper, new word, and
Flaps.
it sort of flabberdies about raven-like out in the space beyond the cave mouth, settles on a little protuberance of rock, probably the one that Sessions noticed him sitting on before. Let's go back inside the cave and talk to the others about what you're doing with this stuff.
So I'll go back in and explain. And
Okay.
explain the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I think they want to possibly cut a deal. What do you want to do?
What kind of deal?
I don't know.
Why do we need to cut a deal with
Or
them?
why didn't you ask?
Well, firstly, he wants to know if I can speak for you lot, but I didn't really say that.
I'm lost. What deal do they want to cut?
No idea yet. All right, I turn around, I go back out, and I wave at the raven.
You waving at the raven?
Wave at the raven.
Waving.
Waving Raven.
Well, it flutters in an ungainly way off its little rocky perch. It settles just at the edge of the ledge. Doesn't change its form. Cocks its head to one side. Says,
Right then,
What are you offering?
well, you've got something we want, and we've got something you want.
What do you want?
Do you?
Well, you've done the other two. Thanks very much. We've been obviously keeping an eye on you. You've done the other two. We've done one. You've done one as well.
Which one have you done?
I'm not explaining myself very
Not
well.
really.
No, you're not. Which one?
You've dispatched this item here, and you've dispatched the tree.
Yeah.
We understand that you have the belt. Yes.
Yeah.
Which one have you done?
Well, we've got the feather.
You've got the feather.
Oh.
And you
I
got the
see.
feather.
Yeah, but that we've
So
done
now-
3 and you've done 1. What's
Well,
this?
no. Good point. Yes, I'll take it, but we're still left in the same position.
We're left in a position where we've got
Which
3,
is,
you've got 1.
You've got one, and we've got one, and then for both of us, you've done the other two.
That's a nice way of thinking
Makes a
about it.
scene. It kind of tilts its head and it looks into the cave. You've done that bit, right? And he did the tree.
Yeah.
So that's all done. That's over. Thanks for
So we've done that.
you
We've
know.
done those for you as well.
Well, I mean, in the sense that 4 are done, but not by all of us. Either you need the feather or we need the belt. So maybe we can come up with some kind of
Well, we can
arrangement.
go and get the feather on our own.
It kind of tilts its head the other way and goes,
Yeah, about that. That might not be so straightforward. I'll tell you what, why don't I leave you to continue your adventures? Maybe you can find out exactly the situation yourselves. Au revoir, as they say in France, which is something that you won't understand because we're in a
Where's
fancy
France?
universe in which France makes no sense. But anyway, and it flaps off.
What was the feather thing that we had to do? Because it's not unique, is it? Like the belt or this creature's head or whatever.
So it's
I mean,
an
this can have
interesting
lots of
logical
feathers, isn't it?
proposition from this guy in the fact that he seems to think because 2 of the tasks were required to kill something, that we're
We've achieved it for them as well.
at the end we only have 1 item each.
Yeah, which is true to some degree. Isn't it? Is we've completed stuff that didn't matter who did it; it's been done, and then we've got 1 item each.
Yeah, I was wondering
What was the
how
riddle?
this mechanism was going to work,
Yeah, what's the riddle, Lucas, for the feather?
considering there were 2 parties after the same thing. So
Harvest of
he's
the
got a
living
point.
feather of the Rock King. So you've obviously got to get a feather off the Rock
Which they
King
have.
without necessarily killing it. Yeah, but presumably,
But there's going to be
Well,
other
yeah,
feathers.
well, there might
I mean,
be, but
yeah.
the rock feather.
well, one
It was fairly
feather.
singular.
the living feather.
Harvest of the living feather of the Rock King.
Okay, so I don't understand what their proposal is. Are they going to propose that we give them the belt? Or that we club together as 2 parties and then go through whatever place it is and then have it out on the other side?
I mean, does it count?
Whatever we need to do, we need to rest up.
And this is a good place to rest up.
Long rest. This is a good place for a long rest, isn't it? Yes.
Can I burn the body of this creature so we've got the proof that we've killed it? And they won't have that.
yeah, of course.
So
No problem. I'm presuming now it's dead. Its magical ability to resist fire.
We'll throw
and
it down
heat
a
and stuff
chasm
is
or something.
Gone. Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Throw it into the steamy depths. Anyway, Mike, this box.
Yeah, do you want to open it?
No, I want Paul to open it.
Oh, right.
I can never remember how you identify things.
You
Can
cast an
anybody-
identify spell.
I think if you spend a short rest inspecting it and trying to attune to it, you know what it does. It's a bit of a lame rule.
I think it's a bit of a lame rule. I think that's about right.
Yeah.
Are you taking a rest? I think if you do, I think we can kind of say, well,
Yes.
that's worked out, right? If you're taking a long rest, because you took a long rest already today, you have to wait till midnight, and that flips you over until the following. I presume you're staying in the cave, but it takes you over to the following morning, which is Asmodee, the 27th of Fart.
Fart.
Right.
Right.
And I guess it's like
I'm
8
going
in
to
the
hit the long
morning.
rest button.
You
Pushing
push the
the
button, and you can presume overnight you can look at these magic units. It's a box of Nolzur's marvelous pigments,
Right.
an item that you're not familiar with.
I
would you
think
like me
you
to tell you
draw
about it?
pictures of things and they come real, don't they?
Oh, well, there we are. Dan is familiar. You can paint
Not an
things
artifact,
and
is
they
it?
become real. No.
Hmm.
It's not quite as good as it sounds.
Well, let's roll for the magic pigments. You don't need to attune to them or anything like that, do you?
Who are they best for?
Do they require attunement? I don't know. I can't imagine that you would have to.
I can't imagine either. I'm going to look it up.
Wondrous item, very rare.
Yeah, they're not really best for anyone.
Consumable utility. You paint terrain.
Yeah, they cover an area,
exactly.
so you can paint a door and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can paint a door on a wall and there's a door. You can't paint a +9 broadsword.
No, you can't paint anything with a value greater than 25 GP.
Right, there you go. Oh, I'm painting a +9 broadsword that only costs 12 GP. It doesn't require attunement. So you've got basically a bunch of consumables. There you go.
Should we roll for them?
4 items, 5
roll for
people.
choice.
My favourite situation.
Well, roll for choice, shall we?
Yeah.
Sure. What are you rolling?
Percentiles, as per usual. Shall I start?
Go on.
Sure.
Oh, fuck it.
10.
Can I beat 10?
Oh, my
Yes.
Oh,
92.
92.
God, for fuck's sake.
So what are you going to put back if you win?
Nothing.
Session rolls a 10.
Oh, 10. I'm tied with Buggy.
Oh,
10. for
Oh, I thought that was
sessions.
93 for a second.
39 for
93.
Scaly.
39.
Yeah, that's the other way around.
I was like, oh my God.
39. 61. Okay, so it's Burple, then Parker, then Scaly, and then it's a roll-off between Sessions and Buggy.
Storm Giant Strength, Healing, Marvellous Pigments,
And a scroll of
and
invulnerability.
Invulnerability.
Yeah.
I will take the lot. No. I'm tempted by the pigments, I have to say.
Take the
I'll
potions.
take the potions.
Take the
Yeah.
scroll. Put them in the box.
Mix them in with pigments.
I'm going to take the Potion of Heal.
Potion of Healing
Yeah.
Supreme. Okay. Packer. If it is a real Parker.
I'll take the pigments then.
Damn you. I think.
Paul. You know Paul.
What does the scroll of invulnerability do?
Invulnerability
Gives you resistance on everything.
makes you invulnerable.
Yeah, I think I'll take that.
It's a scroll, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, can I use it?
That's why I
pass.
didn't take it.
A scroll of invulnerability. You are immune to all damage until the spell ends.
But can I use it?
I mean, wow. Who knows the rules on scrolls?
Yeah, it has to be in your list, doesn't it? It has to be in your spell list.
Does it?
I think
Let's
so.
have a look.
Google it, man. Google it.
Can never remember which game
Spell scroll.
the rule comes from.
Bears the words of a single spell, written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll, cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is
Okay, well,
unintelligible.
it's not going to be in a paladin. It's not going to be in a paladin's list.
It's probably not because you don't get high enough.
No. In which case, I will.
Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal. Okay, so if it's on a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check. 10 plus the
I'm just
spell's
going to
level
go
of
for the
DC.
Storm Giant Strength potion.
So the invulnerability, just
Yeah.
to be clear on that, must be cleric, right?
Invulnerability isn't in the player's handbook
Is
as
it?
a spell.
Wow. Let's have a look for it. Let's hunt it down. Google it, man. Google it.
Google it, man. Google it.
Quick question: in the inventory description, it says 1 to 4 pots. Did you say how many pots there were?
There are four
There
pots.
are
I
4
think.
pots. The full 4 pots. Lovely.
Full 4 pots.
Full
Available
4
for. It's a
pots.
wizard spell.
Well, there you go.
In other words, it's totally useless.
Completely, utterly useless.
Well, you know what? This is, by the way, is a random treasure parcel. That's
No
what
shit.
It is ninth level.
Yeah, it's a 9th level spell. But you need to be a
Ninth.
wizard to use the scroll. 10 minutes of being immune to damage.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
I mean, it's a...
Can your
Fucking
bard
serious.
cast it?
No,
Burple.
because he's not a wizard.
Isn't it an arcane spell?
It's only on the wizard spell list. It's
Huh.
got to be on your class's spell list.
Oh, well, yeah.
Potion of Storm Giant Strength, then.
You're immune
Bards
to
shouldn't really
all
cast that sort of thing anyway, should they?
damage. So there is a bard power where you can basically learn spells from other classes. So when I
Okay,
get
well-
9th level spells, I'm just going to learn that one. So that's
Right,
pretty
so-
nice.
You can cast it before you get 9th level spells, but it's got to be on your class's spell list. I mean,
It depends who has
think
it,
the
doesn't
language is. I mean, we can always have a quick look at
Oh, I can sell it.
exactly what that means.
Let's sell it.
Sell it, yeah. It's valuable.
So me and Sessions roll off.
it? Yeah, you and I roll off,
It's not
Johnny,
on your
for it.
class's spell list,
Mm.
right? It's not a
No, true.
your bard power allows you to cast
No,
spells
well,
from
I'm not
other
saying-
classes' spell
I'm not saying I'm
lists.
going to get
Yeah.
it. I'm saying I'm going to learn it when I get 9th level spells.
59.
Oh, I
is the
see. I
roll
see.
off
Sorry.
With Sessions.
86.
Well, so that's session.
No fair, man. No fair.
So
I'm
that's
the one
sessions.
that killed the thing, and I don't get any magic.
Oh,
You're the one that dealt the killing blow.
You're the
Yeah,
one that I
well,
want-
that's what makes all the difference, isn't it?
I'm the one that found the pigments and
Closing
all
the
the magic.
sale.
So
Yeah.
they should all be mine.
I mean, if we're going to start getting into that, Bonds, I'm the person that put the magic in the cave. Just saying. So,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so Mike
Fine.
should have it.
Yeah, I should have it. Well, anyway, you while away the night. I presume you've got somebody in the cave mouth on watch. Are you spending your night in the mouth of the cave or in the body of the cave?
We'll have a
magic
rotating.
was right at the
We'll have
back
a
of the cave.
rotating watch. Someone just inside the mouth
Fine,
of the cave. Everyone else further in, sleeping,
Projected within the heart of the cave. Well,
well insulated.
dawn breaks.
Yeah.
Have a quick look at the orrery. What's that?
It's
Give me a-
churgling away. Can you give me an intelligence check, Lucas?
Ooh, I
Not
can
you,
try.
Lucas, actually. We already know about your intelligence. Can you give me a Park, give me an intelligence check? Just a straight intelligence check.
Yes,
I'll,
okay.
Wobbly one.
Oh, no. 5.
Okay, well, according to the orrery, the next conjunction is on the 3rd of Apeshit, which is next weekday, as in the 3rd day of next week.
Yes.
So pretty
Yeah,
soon.
it's the
It's
end of
now
every
Asmodee.
book. Isn't it?
Ah, okay.
There's some kind of conjunction.
It's a complicated system,
Sorry. Yeah,
That's
Dan.
complicated.
I won't pretend to understand the science of it. Okay, so anyway, so the next morning, it's noticeably warmer by the time the sun rises. If you remember, it was sort of snowy and wintry before. Well, it feels like there's been a sort of strange transformation in the climate overnight. Let's roll and see who's on watch duty as we reach the end of the long rest. Going on the table from my left to my right, Burple. The cloud base clears. The sky becomes a vault of perfect blue. A sort of stylized caricature sun rises. The great eye of Tonge in the center of a golden disc surrounded by the sort of
Here
stylized
comes the
wiggly...
Teletubbies.
Yeah, thank you, Graham. Teletubby sun. Feels like somebody's kind of hoisting it up into the sky.
Attack it
And as you are sitting there, Burps,
with my morning cup of coffee.
with your cup of coffee and watching the day begin, hearing the soft snores of your companions, you hear a couple of things. First of all, you hear a kind of flubbertiness of wings, and your old friend, the raven, flaps into view out on the left-hand side of the total ledge,
Yeah.
on the little rocky outcrop that it has sat at before whilst regarding you. The other thing that happens is that you hear a kind of, "Don't be such a clumsy ass," from over the side of the cliff edge,
Yeah.
and the top of a ladder swings up and hits the cliff edge, and you can hear a grumbling voice complaining and muttering, "No, hold it steady, you bloody fool." And then this long-nailed, slightly milky white hand that's never done a day's hard labour in its life appears over the edge of the cliff.
There's all this.
There's a kind of
starts,
creaks of the-
Mike. I want to do a message
Sure.
spell to the rest of the guys, just waking them up.
Yeah, and then you can hear the creak of the ladder at the edge of the cliff.
Fireball.
And then a dark, withered, weirdly taloned, sinewed, awful hand clomps onto the cliff, and a cloaked head starts to appear, and we'll find out who this mysterious visitor is, why they've come to see you, what's going on with that weird withered hand, all of the other
Hand
details.
of Veshna.
Well, when we pick things up
No, not again.
next week.
Oh, thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah, something to think about before next
Yeah.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. The Library of Last Resort and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. The Library of Last Resort was written by Nicholas Logue. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!